ドジャースのマックス・マンシーがブルージェイズとの激闘となったワールドシリーズを振り返りました。日本時間5日、マンシーはポッドキャスト番組ファウルテリトリーのインタビューに出演し、特に歴史的な死闘となった第3戦での山本由伸の伝説的な働きについて詳しく語りました。第3戦は5対5のまま延長戦にもつれ、ドジャースは10人の投手をつぎ込みましたが決着せず、第2戦で完投勝利していた山本が中1日で志願してブルペン待機したエピソードが紹介されました。その献身的な姿勢はチームの団結を象徴する出来事としてファンの間でも話題となりました。さらに山本は第6戦、第7戦でも勝利投手となり、マンシーは吉の凄さを本人にも分かってほしいと語り、彼の集中力は異次元だったと称賛しました。これらの模様を日本語字幕付きでご紹介します。
What up, Player Tribune? Here we are, about to end the year the way we started it, with the camcorder straight from the parade. We got 5 floats. I got Aaron here, the son of the guy that saved our season. Here we go.
You're back.
How is the float number 4 feeling?
Is this Japan all over again, or we in
No,
LA
papi,
now?
we in LA.
This is another video for the players.
Champions.
For the players tribune.
We got the life of the stadium right here. This guy is a legend. He is electric. Nobody knows who he is or what his name is, but he is electric. I lost him.
His name's Max.
Max. Hey, his name is Max. We just learned that.
Wait, are you recording? We recording.
Yeah. What? How you feeling?
Very good.
Hey, now you better feel very happy. Yeah, very happy. I see you, baby. MVP.
Thank you, my teammate, my coaches, our amazing staff. I love the Dodgers. I love the Dodgers.
It's all Freddie. I'm going to try not to cry today.
Well, I don't know if that's going to work. Try not to make it weird. Everybody's been asking questions about a dynasty. How about 3 and 6 years? How about a back-to-back? Yes! We're a mother-effing dynasty, baby!
It's Kike from my locker. Parade is over, and I'm checking out. I grabbed all the footage I could while staying present in the moment. Appreciate you guys. Deuces.
Well, yeah, I mean, once Yama went in, we knew, like, how many pitches can he possibly throw? So, and then he ended up throwing, I think, the most of any of our pitchers that night. So, I think, I shouldn't underestimate Yama anymore. I don't think anybody should, what he did for us. But, yeah, Doc had me warming up with Roki there in the last inning, and I honestly had no idea we had one out when Kirk hit the double play. So, I was kind of thinking he hit a double play, a run scored, tie game. I'm in the game to face the lefty, and Bardo, our bullpen coach, was like, "Hey, we just won the World Series," and I was like, "No, we didn't." I was like, "Yeah, we did." So that was how I found out we won the World Series. Pretty special.
So if someone asked me, Greg, what's the one image you'll always remember of Clayton Kershaw's career? It's you putting your arms straight up in the air after you threw your no-hitter. That's going to be the image. Though, if you were to answer that own question about your own career, Clayton, what would your image be?
Oh, man, good question. I mean, the first thing that came to my mind was just hugging everybody in the celebration with my shirt off. I think that might be my number one. Oh, man, you can't get enough of that, you know, and I got to celebrate a lot and got to pop a lot of bottles with those guys, and I think that's what I'll remember the most. It's pretty special.
You guys lose the first game big, right? Everyone's like, oh, here's Toronto. Then Yamamoto pitches. Like, thank God for Yamamoto and that contract that everyone said, oh, he's not worth it. Well, he's been worth it for 2 years in a row, okay? But then we get to the 18-inning game, okay? And I'm going to bring up a bad memory here for you. You didn't get any hits in that game. There's always one guy that doesn't get any hits in that game. I've been there. You've been there. But at the end of the day, did you care? Because Freddie Freeman hit the walk-off homer and you guys won, and you didn't even know if you got a hit or not.
I know I've at least said it to you guys a couple of times. As long as we get the win, I don't care if I have 10 hits or 0 hits. You know, it really doesn't matter to me. All that matters at this time of year is winning. I know there's a lot of people that don't think that way, but, you know, as long as we're getting the trophy in the ring at the end of the day, I don't care what my stat line is, you know, as long as I'm contributing to that team. And I feel like I did a lot of things to contribute, even though I didn't have any hits in that game.
Hey, Max, when you're talking about getting on base, were you talking about like when Andres Gimenez tried to stick his hand in front of the ball, that one at bat, and then he gets hit? And then, no, the best part was you guys clear the benches. You were the only guy that thought like, man, we need Robleski in this game. So you just grabbed Robleski and were like, no, you were like the bouncer, right? And you're like, no, sir, you're not admitted to this club. You have to go over here.
Well, it's funny. The next day on the plane, I actually talked to him about it. And my first reaction was like, hell yeah, don't back down to this guy. Go get him. And then immediately I was like, oh, crap, we need him to stay in this game. He's got to throw some more batters. So I was like, I got to get him out of there. My initial reaction was, yeah, go get him. Go get him. But then I was like, oh, man, we got to make sure he stays in this game. And, thankfully, the umpires all came up to me and they're like, if you didn't get him out of there, we were probably going to have to toss him. Because you know how that goes with the instigation rules. If you're the guy that instigates it, then you're usually the one that gets tossed, even though it's not your fault. And so, I knew we needed him for at least 1 or 2, maybe 3 more batters just based on that part of the lineup. And I was, so I was like, I got to get him out of there and make sure he stays in this game. And I talked to him the next day and he was like, yeah, I appreciate it. At first I think he was a little taken aback that I was not letting him get in the fight, but he had that mentality the whole postseason. Every time he pitched, he was coming after you. He didn't care who you were. And, that's part of the things that I love about our pitchers is they start getting that attitude that they're going to attack you and they don't care. And, it's the right attitude to have, but sometimes you have to have someone, pull you out of there.
We can't go over every single moment. So I need your favorite moment. I need your favorite moment from all. We could do just game 7. We could do the whole series, but the entire series, your favorite moment of the entire run for you guys.
Man, it's hard to pick one moment. Off the top of my head, I got to throw Yoshi in there for deciding to throw 100 pitches and then come back the next day and still throw 40 pitches. And I mean, that to me was just absolutely insane. And what's funny was the night before he said he had 40, 50 more pitches, but he didn't think he'd be able to go the next day. But we still took him out anyways, and then he was able to go the next day. And well, I don't know if he was able to go, but he willed his body to be able to get out there and go. And so, like I said, it's too hard to pick one moment, but to me, Yoshi putting his body on the line like that to get us a win, it's hard to describe that in words.
Yamamoto, Snell, and How about Glasnow? I mean, Yamamoto's stuff looked ticked up actually the next day, I think, when he was in relief. And even after throwing the 6 innings the day before, Snell was great. Glasnow, game 6, second and third, nobody out, 3 pitches. Kike makes the throw. Miggy Rowe with the pick at second base. How good were your starters, not only starting, but out of the pen? These guys were unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, I said it before the postseason even started. I said our starting pitching is going to carry us. I had no idea that meant out of the bullpen also, but, they were definitely going to carry us. And, the Miggy Rowe pick, Mookie's plays, it's just, for me, the slash bunt at third, it's just, there's too many plays to really pick. And, to throw another Yoshi story in there, because I just want him to be able to soak all this up and to just say how incredible he was. The 18-inning game, he told the coaching staff he's going to the pen to start getting loose. And, he's down there. The story that I had heard was he was down there kind of playing catch, and the fastball had a little hump on it. He had just thrown a complete game. And so I don't know if he really thought it was a thing that he might come in that game, but they called down and they said, hey, he's got the next inning. And Josh Bard, our bullpen coach, told them that. And we have all the stuff down there for the pitchers to see what their stuff looks like while they're warming up. And the rumor goes that when he got told he was actually coming in the game, his next pitch was 100 miles an hour in the bullpen. And it's just like, wow, this guy was going to be locked in. The most impressive thing that we've ever seen.
Last one. I just don't want to go a conversation without bringing up Shohei. What was the experience like to just watch him be a hitter and a pitcher during the postseason? Of course, I saw yesterday, he's like, 3-peat? Like, I'll enjoy this for 5 minutes, but I'm going to start training tomorrow. 3-peat?
Yeah, I know in the World Series, the pitching maybe didn't go as good as he would have liked, but it was still super impressive considering he started after being on base 9 times in an 18-inning game. I mean, there's no way he had a whole lot left in his legs at that point, and yet he was still out there throwing 99, 100 miles an hour. And, he was executing fairly well. He made one bad pitch to Vladdy, and he obviously got the home run on that. But it was like, for him to be able to do that is just incredible.
By the way, Max, did y'all give Mookie a little bit of grief after that 9 times on base for Shohei? Because I know Mookie, I played with Mookie, he's a competitor. Was he mad that they kept walking him and he couldn't get, it was like, oh, come on, Mookie, just one time, right? I know. And then you guys win. So there had to be somebody, maybe it was Kike, maybe someone that was like, hey, Mookie, if you just get one hit, we don't have to go 18 innings.
Yeah, I don't think anyone said anything to Mookie because we all know how much he was wearing that on his sleeve anyways.
Yeah.
He obviously felt that he should have done a way better job, offensively in this series, but at the end of the day, we got the win, and that's really all that matters. And a lot of that was because of what he's able to do for us on defense. And so, Mookie definitely had his thumbprint on this World Series, despite what he might think about it. He had his thumbprint on this World Series, and we don't win without him.
Shohei Ohtani. I think he might be the greatest player I've ever seen. When I think about what he does at the plate, and I think about him going up to the mound, this dude, what he can do on a baseball field. They say Babe Ruth. Damn it, I didn't see Babe Ruth. I don't know. But I've seen this guy. And the only name that I can come up with, I think about somebody as great and phenomenal as Barry Bonds was. Put into perspective the greatness of Shohei Ohtani.
People that are football, basketball guys, everybody in the world is talking about baseball because of Shohei Ohtani, because people want to see greatness. This guy is doing something that no one else has done. So my first argument or discussion point is He is the face of Major League Baseball. The country of Japan, worships the ground he walks on. And so he is, I'm not saying he's Barry Bonds as a hitter. He's not. Barry Bonds is the greatest hitter I've ever seen.
Okay.
But you're talking about somebody who does special things at the bat. MVP, he won an MVP as a hitter. And then you're talking about a top tier starter and putting two separate people into one. And then to take on all the expectations that no one can ever realize. That's unattainable. The expectations he has are unattainable. And so now you have that, and you have Shohei Ohtani. And Stephen A., he is as humble a person and as hard of a worker as you will ever find. And so for me, it's easy. And I understand people can say, to be the greatest, this, that, and the other, it takes time. Absolutely. But for me, even right now with 8 years of service time, I think he is the greatest baseball player of all time.